to bring it all down in a short summary, I gave up basketball to follow Jesus, and I know that in a lot of people's eyes, that seems like it seems like a loss in the world's eyes. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm super excited because I truly get to serve God, with my full yes. And I feel like letting go of basketball is allowing me to, go into full-time ministry and truly serving the Lord with all my heart, with all my time too as well. So I'm just excited to see where that leads me. So like with that being said, man, I just want to go through the steps on like how, I came to this, realization that I want to let go of basketball and follow God. And this really has to start off with, me giving my life to Christ in 2020. I truly accepted him back then. He found me. I know we say we find God, but he finds us.
At just 21 years old, AJ Griffin was supposed to be living his dream balling out in the NBA, building a career that many young athletes only dream of. But out of nowhere, Griffin made a decision that stunned not just basketball fans but the entire sports world. He stepped away from the game for something bigger. Why? His reason will shock you. I gave up basketball to follow Jesus. That's right. AJ Griffin is no longer chasing NBA stardom. Instead, he's turning his back on the fame, the fortune, and the spotlight to pursue a path few expected a life as a full-time minister. But what led him to make such a bold decision? Let's dig deeper into the story of Griffin's spiritual journey and why this shocking move might just make sense. Griffin's story starts like many others. A young phenom, destined for greatness, AJ Griffin was a rising star, known for his ability to hit clutch shots, his athleticism, and his undeniable potential on the court. With all the tools to be a future NBA star, the world seemed to be at his feet. But Griffin, behind the scenes, was fighting a battle that had nothing to do with basketball. In interviews, he's spoken about his faith being an essential part of his life. Growing up in a religious household, Griffin always had a relationship with Christianity. However, as he became more entrenched in the world of professional sports, something in his spirit changed. According to Griffin, the grind of the NBA and the overwhelming expectations began to conflict with his deeper purpose. He began to feel the pull of something much larger than just basketball, a calling to serve God. For Griffin, the game was no longer enough to satisfy the yearning he had for a life that truly resonated with his beliefs. The breaking point came when Griffin found himself questioning his priorities. He said he realized that basketball, while something he loved, wasn't his ultimate purpose. He wasn't just walking away from the game, he was walking toward a life of meaning, peace, and a connection to something higher. And so AJ Griffin did what very few people in his position would have the courage to do. He gave it all up. The contracts, the endorsements, the fame, all in favor of becoming a full-time minister. It's a decision rooted in his conviction to follow Jesus, to live a life of service, and to inspire others through his faith. But how does someone with that much talent, that much potential make such a massive life change? What kind of impact did his upbringing, his values, and his experiences have on shaping this decision? And, more importantly, what does Griffin's future hold now that he's leaving behind a world he was so deeply invested in? Perhaps the most intriguing part of all this is that Griffin doesn't see this as the end of his story, it's only the beginning. In his eyes, stepping away from the NBA isn't quitting, it's stepping into a higher calling. He's embarking on a journey that he believes will bring him true fulfillment, a path that no longer centers around personal achievement, but around helping others, spreading faith, and serving his purpose. What do you think? Was AJ Griffin right to walk away from a promising career, or is this a decision he might regret in the future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this one. AJ Griffin's next chapter might not be on the court, but his story is far from over.